Well, blessed Tuesday to you as we come with your daily encouragement, and we are in First Peter chapter 5, and we are in verse 4. And we've been talking about being an elder, a shepherd, not to lord it over, as we had in yesterday's reading, but to be an example to the flock. And above us, in my system, I have a bishop, I have a local bishop, and I have a presiding bishop. But the chief lord over the church, whether it be in the church wide or synodical or congregation, is Jesus Christ. And even in our constitution of our congregations, it will say Jesus Christ, not Pastor Matt, not Bishop Eaton or Bishop Hassanelli. Those are the two bishops that are above me. But Jesus Christ is the Lord of this church. And Peter calls him the chief shepherd. He was saying, be an example to your flock as a shepherd, the chief pastor, but there is a chief shepherd, a chief pastor. And when the chief pastor appears, verse 4, you will win the crown of glory that never fades away. Now, this verse has been somewhat controversial, because we would say that our greatest reward is salvation. Our greatest reward is the mercy and grace that God has given us. Some have argued that there might be degrees of glory that might be in heaven. We could speculate about that. Even if there are things that you might be honored and people would shower you with honor. I was just reframing some awards that I had won. Glass had broken and I was reframing it, and I was in one was a German award, and so I was rereading what honor means. It means something granted to you. But I've gotten many awards, and you know what the greatest reward I have is to have a great job like I have now and serving a people that I love, and I believe that we have a mutual respect for one another. I could not ask for anything more as far as a job is concerned. Same is true of my family. They know my pluses and my minuses very deeply, but they still seem to love me. I would say seem to because it's like I'm not always easy to love. Talk to Emily, she'll tell you that. But those rewards, those crowns of glory, whatever they may be, are are things that, yeah, we might be able to collect mementos on the walls, but they're not the things that save us. The things that save us is the grace of God, and the thing that should empower us more than anything, whether we have many plaques or not even one, is that we have been covered over by the robe of righteousness. Recently, I was at a conference with fellow pastors, and they were trying to encourage us to live into the calling that we had. And some were arguing for the fact of being buried with their clerical things on to remind people that, yes, they had the opportunity and lived into a calling that they were unworthy of to be a pastor. But some of us argued that that was inappropriate. I mean, you can wear your pastoral garb if you want, but greatest thing that we have been bestowed upon is the righteousness given to us through the waters of baptism, something that you and I never earned and never can earn. That's the greatest honor that we ought to be given. And so I more than gladly, and this is the way our denomination interprets it, I've been privileged to be a pastor, to be called to a certain level, but I'm also as privileged to be called out of it at some time. Because I am still, even before the people, even with a robe that I wear, a stole that I wear, knowing that I have an office, I'm still Matt, a sinner saved by grace. And that is always reminding me that I am privileged to be a shepherd, but there's a greater shepherd who is the one that I submit to. And it is not my local bishop. She's doing a great job. I'm not saying anything against her. I'm not saying anything against my national bishop or all those others that I may have questions on. But the one that is truly Lord over me Isn't even the congregation? I mean, a lot of people, when they hear bishops, they'll say, well, we're a congregational church. We move by the congregational vote, democracy, and stuff. But even that isn't the ultimate authority in God's kingdom. It is the chief shepherd who will come and judge, and who is judging just like John the Baptist, warning us that there is an axe at the root of even the plant that we have been planted with today. So, my friends, today we ask you to think about who your chief shepherd is. Is it your job? It shouldn't be. Is it even your bishop or local bishop or congregation? If you're a pastor, it shouldn't be. Or even if you're a layperson, it isn't your pastor or other people elected from your congregation who may be called elder or deacon. Our ultimate shepherd in all of our gatherings, even in the world, is Jesus Christ. He is the one that we submitted to. Just like on the coin, it says it's not money that we submit to, it's in God we trust. And that's why I think it's put on so many things to remind ourselves that our ultimate loyalty isn't to the institution per se, but it is to God who establishes the institutions of the world. God bless you today. We trust that these continue to be words of encouragement. Take care. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.